Welcome back to Outbound. As you can see, we are still up in the mountains. Not as a huge surprise. Oh, we got fireworks again. I've been thinking about, we're looking for this Golden Bolete mushroom, and the more I think about it, the more I really believe it probably is back in the canyon, right where it ought to be, honestly. And I think that because so far they've been giving us things as we need them, maybe a little bit before we can use them. And this would be an odd example. Oh, apparently it's getting darker. I thought it might be morning. Anyway, I'm going to sleep real quick then. And since they didn't start asking for them until we got to the canyon, I'm going to head back there. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a drive at this point. But we're going to give it a shot and see if I'm going to have some better luck today. Better luck getting them in the in the canyon area. Let's take a look at the map. Okay, so right then left. Hope everybody's having a great day today. I'm a little under the weather, but, you know, this is actually going to probably help me feel a little better, get out and do something. I think I've mentioned before I was recently in a motorcycle crash, and I'm recovering from that, getting ready to go back to my job here pretty soon. The motorcycle has not yet come back from the dealer. I think they're still waiting on parts, but I'm going to go check that out tomorrow. And hopefully find out what the big holdup is. The last I got to talk to anybody was about 3 weeks ago, and they were still waiting for a part at that point, and I think I've been kind of nice about it, so I need to go check and see what that is. Well, there's a cairn we didn't do anything with last time. While I'm here, I probably should. Get some quartz rock. I'm so disappointed if there's nothing behind that waterfall. But it looks like there isn't. Okay, on the road again. And then this left turn. I hope some of you are getting the opportunity to have your own playthroughs, I suppose is the best way to say it. Hopefully everything's going good for you and you're finding the things you want. I don't have the pickaxe, that's right. What was it I needed? I don't think I had a pickaxe for. No, but we did get the axe, that's right. And if I remember correctly, this is that hover ship elevator, which is, you know, Trey awesome. Just wanted to check and see if there was some scrap metal. There is not. Oh, yes, there is. It's right there. Oh goodness! Apparently, I had some stuff in my inventory. Oh, we got Brutus, and we're back at the guys that won't talk to us. Whoa, whoa. I don't know exactly what happened there. That was weird. I promise I was not trying to do fancy stunt driving. Oh, we lost our dog. Give me back Brutus. So according to this, we only need one of those mushrooms, but I do want to get at least two, if not more, so that I can get one planted and start growing it.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, except, oh, nope, dog made it this time. Okay, I don't know how he got here with... Ooh. Hitting wrong buttons. I'm clearly just not good enough at driving this thing to actually be safe. And because it's such a long drive to get through the coastal zone back to the canyons, I'm going to do my best not to succumb to temptation and pick up most of the things I see, no matter how much my loot goblin-y nature pretty much demands that I need to. So if I'm weak and stop, please don't be too mad at me. And I don't know how we're supposed to get out to that. See, no, we're not going to do it. And this should pretty much be just a straight drive through. As long as I don't... Yeah, as long as I don't mess up and forget to not stop. Though I think we're probably going to have to stop to recharge. Just because it's such a long drive, I'm sure it's going to blow through all the charge on my van here. Nope, don't stop for the moss rock. Don't stop for the moss rock and the regular rock. Don't feed the bunny. One must forego these temptations. Now, I don't know that the canyon is where these mushrooms are, but it's my best suspicion is that that's where they are. At least it's, I hope, where they are. I was watching another streamer today, and they were discussing all the times that they had made, recording errors. And I got a chance to mention my 2 episodes that I recorded that never left the startup screen for streams. And that was nice to know that I'm not the only one that's ever made those mistakes, or they, spent an hour or 2 what they thought was recording. It turns out, I just never hit record. At which point, you just, they were playing a game that you could just start over the session. This one, once I get that far, or once because it's so story driven, it's hard to get to, well, let me just undo that and not know that stuff. Half charge, okay. The good news is once you get the sections open, you don't have to redo it. So I don't have to get all the stuff to get this gate open. Oh, I hate trying to get across this. Is there a way around this? Oh, it's nighttime now. I suppose there is, but my goodness, it's the long way. Well, okay, apparently it's not actually supposed to be. Okay. I'm going to get back towards this dirt road back here. Because I don't think you're supposed to actually just barrel through that. Why is my steering not working? Well, that's the height of frustrating. I promise I was steering. Okay, sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's not reading my inputs. That's... Okay. I am switching back over to my keyboard.
Fresh new day.
Okay, now let's see if the controller's connecting again. At least for the moment it is. Have a little bit of water. Let's see what we can get. That's the pak choi, which I swear was spelled differently. I always thought that was spelled differently. that we got from the mountain zone last time.
Okay, let's go.
Well, it's a little disappointing to have to go around. I wanted to actually make better time than this, so I do apologize. While I'm thinking about it, I'm going to load up the the power unit back here. It makes me feel better, even if it doesn't actually work better. Though now that I think about it, I do believe that this is what was intended, not to just blast through the broken part in the road. Stay on the road, stay on the road. Oh, I forgot this charge station is up here. If I had remembered that, I wouldn't have put all that wood in. The good news is, once it gets charged up, it stops burning wood.
Fully charged. Let's go.
Man, don't they wish that those things would charge that fast for real. Instead of taking 8 hours to get to a full charge. Ooh, rough on the suspension. See how I'm not stopping for those beehives? See how I'm not stopping for the water? Development. Getting better. I mean, I don't believe it either, but it sounds good. And as with most things, if I'd have thought about it ahead of time, it would have been faster to just go this route anyway. And I read something. I'm gonna break my rule. I know. You're shocked. Not at all.
Perfect for the next project.
I had read they changed that. Yeah, we didn't really make it all that far. We just drove the long way around. I don't think we should get any more signal towers with downloads from the coastal area. The initial area, which I still don't remember what it's called, should have some left. I think I know the canyon has at least one left because we're waiting on the mushroom to open up that research station. That's why we're going back. And then obviously the mountains is going to have a great number of them left. And then we wait to see what's available. Or when they add that, if they add any more zones. I don't even know if they will. I didn't even discover this was in early access till after we'd started this. Hopefully now that I'm going to be looking specifically for these mushrooms, they'll be a little easier to find. Or at least I'll feel less dumb for leaving to go find them somewhere else. Must avoid temptation. Just saw some redwood off to the side there. And of course there's going to be cotton over here that I need to say no to. Yep, not picking up the cotton or all the bananas. Though I think we have the I know we've seen the cake making ability. I don't know if that's where the banana bread would be.
Rocky Canyons, here I come.
Okay, so there's more cotton in this early area. That's good to know. I'd forgotten. Honestly, I just completely spaced that there was cotton up close like this. We did get the next backpack upgrade, so we're up to 100 slots, which is pretty amazing. And I think we got another expansion for Brutus, so he can carry more. But I don't know how much that is. And apparently, it's getting dark. I say this because the van lights just came on by themselves.
Time to drop off some stuff.
So this is going to be a little bit of a slow plod until I find some of these mushrooms or get a good look through here and confirm that they are not here. Because I honestly don't even know what I'm looking for or where they might be. Okay, if you see him, yell, because I don't know if I got that, Karen. Oh, it's nighttime. I must have, because it's just at cleanup, which means we already stacked that last one. I saw we practically ran over some corn. And now we're in the land of no water. Which is always frustrating.
A fresh new day.
Now, I thought, and I could be wrong, yeah, there was this oasis up here. I don't know if that's worth going to check out. I mean, I don't know how much real-world logic you can apply to video games and their biology, so... You know, do you look for mushrooms in places where it's going to be dark and wet, or do you pretend that that doesn't matter anymore?
This could be useful.
And water some more pak choi. And we're out of water. Unless I have some up in the water collector, which I'm not going to be that lucky. All right, where are we at? Okay. We're going to go out to that one. Because I don't have a reason not to.
Okay, let's go.
What it does mean is we turn around, cross the bridge, going back. Who knows, maybe one of these things will be some kind of radar to find mushrooms. I can't imagine that's actually a thing, but it would be nice. Yep, when I head towards the drawbridge. I don't think I saw this little alcove here before. Which doesn't mean it wasn't there. My dear fungi. Fungi. Whichever, however you wish to say it. Fungi. There's the whole GIF thing as a concern. So we may never know what the actual answer is. Let's go get back in the van. And I'm sure I'm going to forget to unload my pockets, backpack, however you want to say it. We didn't get that, Karen.
Huh.
Now we did. Again, if you see a mushroom, let me know. Yay, the music came back. I haven't heard any further developments, whether or not the developers are still taking heat over the paying essentially for the removal of the negative reviews, centering around how hand-holdy apparently some people felt the very starting parts of the game are. I didn't have a problem with it, but I should say I didn't have a problem with the hand-holdy nature of the tutorial section. I have a bit of a problem with, oh, we're going to pay to have you take down your negative review. That's not cool. Well, and yes, they were paying for it. They were giving people refunds on their purchase for the negative review. And I say for the negative review because the contingent, or it was contingent on had to take your negative review down. That's different than, oh, we're sorry you didn't like the game, you get a refund. Which I'm cool with, because everybody makes mistakes, and how you handle the mistakes is what matters. And if you handle the mistake by, oh, we're just going to pay everybody off, that's not so good. It does make me, I don't know, think less of supporting them. How's that? I'd already bought the game by the time I heard about it. Actually, I'd already recorded several episodes by the time I heard about it. So, wouldn't have done me any good. I don't know that they're getting any advertising off of my little recordings. It's a fun game. I enjoy it. I like the relaxing nature of it. I think of it as a good use of my time. So I'm not upset. I didn't open that box. And there's a gnome there.
Let's take a look what's in here.
I think that's the only 3 pieces of redwood in this zone. Miss Silly Goose. Well, alrighty then. Anybody seen any mushrooms? Anyway, hopefully they've learned something from it and are moving down a different path. I honestly haven't heard either way at this point. We obviously had found this one at some point in the past. I just don't legitimately remember it. So we'll pop this open, get that charging a little bit.
Another signal tower.
Okay, we'll take the books, or we took the books. And I wanted to find that oasis again. Okay, it's just past the research station. And it's time to sleep anyway. Have a nice little glow for the night. Hard to believe it's already 124 days in. Oh. Yeah, pak choy.
Fresh fuel for the journey.
The good news is, it at least does more than replace itself, but not as much as you'd hope. Tires are still doing good. Let's get back on the road. Such as it is. Ooh, the hot air balloons from the airport. You know, I don't think it registered that there was a charging station here. Probably help if I remembered that sort of stuff. Did not want this road. I mean, not at this moment. I'm sure I will want to have gone down it here in a little bit. With my luck, the mushroom that I'm looking for is right in the middle of the road, 5 feet past where I stopped. I wanted to look into, darn it, I wanted to look into Oasis. What it would take to make the high efficiency. So we need 2 sheet metal and 2 bolts. We clearly have some sheet metal. Hopefully we have some bolts. We have plenty of bolts. Current efficiency high. Okay. When I get back, we'll see if we can make more. Or start the process to get more going. Get some dragon fruit.
Just what I needed.
Okay, well, I think we're pretty sure that they're not here. I need an electronics per, and what else? Okay, we've got plenty of sheet metal, plenty of bolts. Next time we'll stop, we'll be able to make some more high efficiency solar panels.
Ready to roll.
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I wonder, I just saw there's a road out of the research center. Oh, yeah, maybe it's just a walking path, but I wonder if that has those mushrooms near it. I mean, I'm literally grasping at straws here. I have no earthly idea where they are likely to be. But any port in a storm. I don't remember if we got this one before, and we did. Okay. Let me get something to eat real quick. Poor dog's wondering what the heck I think I'm doing, which is honestly fair.
Huh. Huh. Huh.
Nope, invisible wall. Can't go there. Well, that gets easy to solve, doesn't it?
Huh. Looks like they are researching samples here. Maybe I can help.
Ooh, don't have chrome. I do have pak choi. I don't know if I have bamboo. Cherries? I didn't even know those were a thing. Lotus, did not know those were a thing. Another oasis. I have no reason to think this one will work better, but it's worth looking at. Well, the things you discover. Odasso.
That could come in handy.
Oh, backpack is too heavy. How the heck did that happen? Apparently the dog can carry quite a bit now. Brutus, sorry, he has a name. And we're still at 81 things. Yikes. Still not seeing any mushrooms. Ah, man, maybe I'm wrong. Ah, he can carry 20 now. Well, that's something. Oh, cool. He'll get there before we do. Oh, I would be so frustrated if they still had the can't run at night thing. Well, shoot, I really thought he was going to beat us here.
Ha! A load off my back.
I'm sure there are lots of places in this. Oh, let me turn off my flashlight so I'm not blind anymore. I'm going to take down these old, the less efficient solar panels. Because, you know, you don't want less efficient solar panels. Why are those low? Should not be low, should be high. Let's make some smoothies. We'll want those later.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, so it is unlikely that whatever we want is to be found further down that path. That is not to say that it cannot happen, it is simply to say that it is unlikely. Ooh, bouncing the suspension off stuff. I'm gonna go back by the ferry dock, or ferry dry dock. What are the odds that I got that cairn over there? Ooh. What are the odds my van's gonna live long enough to let me find out? I don't think I got this one, but I could be wrong. And I'm not. Don't shoot.
Ugh.
Yeah, that was not what I meant to do. So now we go around the hard way. Or at least the long way. Walk the 300 yards back to the... Although I suppose given where most of the world is, it's 300 meters, whatever, 300 things. Back to the van. Good news is, it'll be fully charged when we get there. And still no beeswax. Man, they do not make that easy to get, do they? Where's my dog? Come on. I want credit that I didn't just leave him. Okay, that's all I'm saying. I could have. I didn't. I checked. So we need the next level pickaxe, which I'm almost entirely positive is going to be found actually in the mountains. I don't even know what the next, or what other, I don't know if there are any non-decorative blueprints to get here. But might as well get them all anyway. Hopefully the salt, yay, the salt is back. I was going to give this guy a hard time about being winded so early and so often, but then I remembered how far I can't run.
Some more supplies for crafting.
More popcorn. See if he can handle that all by himself. Bottle cap. Yoink. Should have some more. Yep, got plenty of corn left.
Time to hit the road.
So it looks like there's still a lot of this zone that we have not seen yet. And I guess I just didn't grasp how much of it was left. And I obviously left prematurely, which is disappointing. Nobody wants to think that, oh, I just completely blew off what I could have been exploring further. Because I thought I, knew how big things were. No, I'm just a dummy.
This could be useful.
Gonna pull over here and camp for the night. Because, I can. Right? See, I don't think that they should be low efficiency. They should probably be just low charge rate. Good Lord. I wonder what I hit. Low charge rate because the sun isn't fully up yet. But I suppose that's harder to express as a overlay on a randomly barely visible thing. Nope, don't want that path. I want to see what's over here, is where I'm generally headed. And of course, I have to pick up the ore that's sitting here.
Ready to roll.
Well, kinda. I'm really not thinking we can actually go all the way over there. I'm kind of hoping we can't, because that would make this area just amazingly huge. Just because it makes me feel better to know I'm doing something to charge it while I drive. Come on. Thank you. I legitimately wanted the other way. It's tough because I want to keep my eyes out, but at the same time, the goal here is some chill
Another
time.
cap and snap.
So tough to balance all that. But I never did, obviously did not go back up into that area, which looks different.
Some more supplies for crafting.
Lots of red ore back in here. Did not expect that. Yeah, we don't have a lot of this stuff. Okay.
I'll put this in storage.
Powering up the hill. And some redwood. No, that was everwood.
Okay, let's go.
That's the appropriate stopping gesture, too. Look what we found! Golden Bolete. Oh, there is much rejoicing. So apparently we have a whole other cadre of crap we need. Well, hey, how you, Georgia? What did we learn from this? Probably not much, but we're going to start with the areas are bigger than I think they are until proven otherwise. And the game devs actually do know,
A tasty treasure.
pardon me, what you're going to need and when, so that maybe you can find it. Which is really kind of a crazy thought. And I have enough of these, more than enough of these dumb little mushrooms to grow some. What did I not see over? Oh!
Oh, some useful supplies.
Three days, we'll have more. Still just honey. And eight. Not 5, not 6, not 7. 8 golden bolete mushrooms. Just in time to go to sleep. Yes. And how much else is there to see? Oh, there's quite a bit here. So let me get this. Get one last piece of redwood. Well, one more piece of red. Nope, that's blossom wood. That's bamboo strips. And I got 100 redwood. Stop running into the door. Water my mushroom. Water my corn. Water my bok choy. See, I still want to say it wrong.
Would you look at that?
Dark Soil Campgrounds. So this place has a name. Not seeing the cairn. Well, I don't know if there's always... I don't remember. I should know better. I think they're mostly by the signal towers. Yay! How far away is that one? Oh, dear God. That seems like an excellent reason to call this a day and an episode. And thank you immensely for hanging out with me. Hopefully it wasn't too disappointing. We did find our mushrooms, which I got to tell you, I wasn't sure was going to work out, but I'm glad my initial thought was right to come back here. And we will see you next time. Have a great time. See you then.